Hey, what's going on YouTube? AsianSensation, and today we got some just Battle Arena gameplay, some Moab Pit, and the reason I'm not doing a Mobile King of the Hill upload right now is I haven't played any series. I was going to play, maybe check out some people and just challenge some people ranked, but I honestly just was not feeling any competitive play recently, so I decided to just do some quick battles, and that's about it. So yeah, so Moab Pit, just limited time thing. I still don't know why Ninja Kiwi hasn't made Moab Pit and BFB Coliseum like a permanent thing, because there's a ton of people out there with millions of medallions now, and these little kind of wagers aren't really as risk-taking in my opinion. So if there was like $1 million arena, I think that would be the coolest thing ever, because that would actually like matter if I lost in that, you know? Because this, I only lose 10,000 medallions if I do lose, and I have over 2 million medallions, so that's like a very, very small portion, which isn't really a big deal. But if I was putting half my money on the line, I think that'd be pretty intense, and I don't know, but there aren't a ton of people out there with millions of medallions, so I kind of understand where they're coming from, and not many people would be able to afford the playlist or the arena, but I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah. So this guy, anyways, he's giant. He's using the Cobra strat, kind of the Cobra eco, just getting a bunch of wired funds up, and then getting those all up to balloon adjustment eventually. But he's kind of doing some mixed eco. He's doing some Cobra eco and some balloon eco right now, and then he balloon boosts some blacks. Not a big deal. And then I just do a balloon booster rush against him. And he actually can afford a glaive ricochet right away. He didn't really need that energy in my opinion. He could have just had that 1-3-0 and then just use some energy or use some road spikes at the end, and he could have no lives lost that. But yeah, he's actually going with the common strat with the Boomer Cobra Village. It's actually not an awful strat. It's just really weak late game strat in my opinion. But most times the strategy plan is to kind of balloon adjustment kill your opponent, which is usually before round 30 or so, not even very late at all. More times than not, it's around rounds like 18 to 25-ish is when the balloon adjustment really takes effect. And yeah, but he's doing the strat, and if I would try to rush him, he would just simply be able to sell like 2 wired funds and then just get up another 3-0 glaive ricochet, and he'd be fine, and I'd be losing a lot of money. So I decided not to do that. But the weakness of this strat is actually ceramics. So if you do some round 18 ceramics against this strat, it's very effective, and not many people know that it's not that good. But if he does have all those Cobras on strong, and if he had a lot more, then it'd be less exploitable, his strategy. But from what I could tell, his Cobras were just on first, so I decided to exploit that right here, I think, is when I do it. But yeah, his balloon adjustment is getting pretty tricky. I was just about to sell some stuff and get up a glaive lord right there, but instead I sold a farm, and then I went for the regrow ceramic rush, and he actually didn't get his last energy up in time, and he dies. I think 2 ceramics got by right there, and one was kind of torn down a little. But yeah, that was the first game against Giant. And I usually don't rematch people unless they're like people I know. I don't know. I just kind of like playing new people, and it doesn't count towards the arena if you beat them again. I don't know. I usually just don't rematch. But anyways, I found a new guy right here, Ian Taylor. He's got a solid ratio, about 3-1, just over. Pretty good, especially with the medallions he has. And we have Pyramid Steps again, not ideal. I do go the usual Dart Farm Chipper. I feel like that's the best strat on this map. There's no really eco strats, I don't think, because the Glaive Lord, if you try to go Dart Boomer, the Glaive Lord is not excellent, and it would lose to a regrow rush. But well, so I've heard. I haven't really tried it out. I've always farmed on this map, and you couldn't really do a sub strat just because the reactor spot blows, and you can only fit probably like six subs. So yeah, I don't really know what eco strat you could go. You couldn't really I guess you could maybe try the engineer strat if you could find a good spot for the engineer. I think there's one spot, but I can't really explain it. Anyways, this guy, I just tried to kind of stay ahead in farm eco for the most part, and he wasn't rushing me, so I just kept that 103 right there and just went with that, and I was up quite a bit in farms, but he does have that other 03 up, or 13, I don't know. It looks like it's not 03, but anyways, I'm just going to continue my farming, and then just in case he goes for a yellow rush, I decided to get up my third monkey right there just in case, and just quickly get up to 03. And then right here, I always try to get my opponents to use their energy on round 8, because usually you can make them use their energy on round 8. Again, it depends on the player, but more times than not, you can get your enemy to use their energy round 8, and I always try to just find opportunities to force my opponent to use their energy, because it is limited. They're only at 3, and that can really help you in the long haul, especially for later rounds. If they do need their energy to defend a rush, they'll only have like 1, and I don't know, it's you just want to try to get your enemy to use their energy. It's a good strat, and if it was unlimited, probably not, because you could probably want to focus more on farming, but if you can exploit their defense, go ahead and do it. And right there, he gets up his Banana Republic, so that's equivalent to, he's equivalent to 4 plantations and then 1-0, which is what I have. And then right here, since he just upgraded his farm, I knew he had no money to get another jug, so I went up and did a zebra rush, and I thought it was going to kill him, but he actually survived 4 lives. And since he did use his energy, I was like, I'm just going to kill him with this second counter rush, but he actually reacts quick enough and gets up a 4-2 cannon, believe it or not, and he defends that. So I decided not to go against, so yeah, what his defense is now is basically unstoppable, nothing came by. And then he sold his farm, so I was expecting a rush, quickly got up another jug and defended that handily while still having all 3 of my energy remaining. And then round 18, I went with a Moab, because he's tried to restart his farming, because he knew he had to catch up in farms if he wanted to win this game. So I went for a Moab to get him to use his energy again, since he's used 2 energy already, so this would be his final energy. There you go. So he uses his 3rd energy, and he actually has pretty good micro and gets up a 4-2 cannon again to defend that without dying, because he has only 4 lives and he can't afford those small leaks. And right here, I went for kind of the win, and then that 4-2 cannon just OP, and then he sold and went for a Bloom Boosted Rush. So I was expecting just a Moab, but he actually did BFB and a Moab following it, so I was forced to sell my farm in order to defend that. Not a big deal though, since he has no farms, so I knew I was safe for now, and then I can just rebuy the fan club if I need to. And then I went for a Moab against him, since he has basically no money now. He depleted all his money while rushing, so this was about the game right here. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like and subscribe. It means a lot, and I think that's all I have to say, so I'm out. Peace.